7:32, and as dangerously hot temperatures move into the area over the next several days, many families will be cranking up that AC. Of course, you want to stay safe and cool. That can also lead to higher energy usage and higher utility bills. So this morning, we are talking about tips on how you can save money, save energy with Catherine Ramirez with Duke Energy. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, so let's talk about the foundation of this is it's gonna be so hot. So we're gonna be using way more energy.
Yeah, so as we know, the Mid-Pins gets very hot over the summer months, which means more energy use, and that's really driven by your cooling unit. Your cooling unit is gonna be about 50% of your electric usage during those summer months. And that's because as the temperatures increase outside, your system has to work harder and possibly longer to keep the inside at the thermostat setting that you had it set for.
That's so true. I can hear my poor little AC just chugging away in overdrive over the summer. Okay, so we don't want to really hurt our AC unit by overworking it. We want to try to save energy where possible. So you've got some tips for us. Let's start with the first one.
I do, yeah. So savings will always start at your thermostat. We recommend people set that at the highest comfortable setting that works for them. Now, I know that can be a controversial question, right?
Yeah.
Me and my husband don't agree on what that setting is. I know that might be a hot topic at dinner tonight. But we recommend the highest comfortable setting. And then if you're leaving for an extended period of time, like when you leave for work, bump that thermostat up a few degrees and then bring it back down when you come home. That's gonna help your cooling system maybe save some energy during the day.
Yeah, I think that's so important to recognize that, like, we might not all agree, but I think we can all agree on saving some money.
Yes, yes, that's important, and being more energy efficient. That's what we want. Yeah.
Exactly.
So another great thing to talk about is actually the quality of your air filters. So I brought this air filter. This is a dirty air filter. So when you talk about your cooling system having to work harder, this is why. If your air filter is clogged, it's working harder to bring that air into the system, which means that there might be strain on the system when it's having to work to do that. We actually recommend switching out your air filters for a clean one every month.
Ooh,
yes, you can get extended use, which is 2 to 3 months, so you could change it out at the beginning of the summer season.
Yeah.
But the clean air filter is really gonna help your system run more efficiently, so think about that. And that's something that you can change your own air filters. It's actually simple. There's usually an arrow on the side. You just wanna make sure you put it in the correct way for the airflow. Yeah,
okay, perfect.
So it's something that you can do on your own if you want, but can be really, really helpful as we head into the summer with higher temperatures.
And y'all saw the difference between the clean and the dirt. I
very
mean,
different.
so it's an easy, you don't really have to do a guessing game when it's time to change. You can absolutely tell the difference.
Correct. Okay. Another thing that is really important is ceiling fans. So I actually did this last night. During the summer, you want to change the way your ceiling fan rotates to counterclockwise. Most fans have a switch on the side of them that will show that. Mine actually had a snowflake and a sunshine, so it was foolproof as to which way it should go, which is good.
Yes.
Counterclockwise, clockwise.
Yeah.
But you really want to switch that over at the start of the summer, and that'll help keep you in the room cooler because of the way the fan is rotating. We also like to remind people that ceiling fans can be great. They can actually help make it 2 to 3 degrees, feel cooler in the room by 2 to 3 degrees, but ceilings cool people, not rooms. So when you leave the room, turn that fan off.
Okay, so that makes so much sense. Now, do you save energy when you turn your fan off?
So anytime something's off, yes, but really the fan helps you feel cooler. It doesn't help the room be cooler. And I know that that's something that a lot of people have different feelings on, but the fan's gonna be most helpful when you're in the room.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when I go to sleep at night, it's very difficult for me not to have my fan on.
Yeah,
because
but that
you
makes
can
sense.
feel,
Yes,
you can feel that difference for sure.
It feels 2 to 3 degrees cooler when you have the fan on.
Yeah.
So that's perfect, and that is a great way to use the fan.
Absolutely. Okay.
So the last kind of thing that we like to remind people of is the next biggest energy user in your home is gonna be that hot water heater. So what you can do with that is take showers, not baths, and you can look at installing a low flow shower head to kind of help it be more energy efficient. But also we recommend running full loads of dishwasher when you're running that, and then use the cold water settings on your washing machine to really help with those higher temperatures outside.
That's so smart to think about because I automatically always go to hot for the dishwasher, hot for the washing machine, and just making those changes.
Yeah, small changes can help out.
Right? Also too, and I saw this, somebody said this on social media, because I typically take like a really hot shower. However, again, trying to save a little bit of money. But we're realizing somebody was like, a cold shower is like free therapy. So making that switch between like the bath and the shower and the hot water can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gone over a good bit of stuff, all right? So for our friends who are like, you know what, this was a lot of information. I don't have a pen or paper with me, but I want to be able to check out this information a little bit later. What website can they go to?
Yeah, so dukeenergy.com/summer solutions has a lot of this information on it, but they also, for Duke Energy customers, that's a great resource for you as we head into the summer because it talks about some of our programs and incentives. So Duke Energy customers can actually get rebates that can help them save on their bill. For example, energy efficient upgrades on their HVAC system, or hot water heaters could result in some of those rebates. So that's something you really want to explore. Duke Energy also has income qualified programs that are there that you can learn more about. And then something that I really think is flexible payment options, which can be important. An example of those is budget billing. That's what it's called. And budget billing allows you to pay one predictable amount every month to help you better manage your budget. So I know in the summer months especially, as you're seeing higher energy use, you might see some spikes. Budget billing can help with that. You do have to have a bill for about 13 months before you can start that, but that's a great option to explore for Duke Energy customers, and dukeenergy.com/summer solutions is where that's all gonna be.
Yeah, I think it's so important to realize that we have more control over what that power bill is going to look like, and there are ways to help manage those payments because again, it can be very expensive during the summer. So those are great options to look into. And I don't even know that a lot of people know that you can do those income based payments as well.
Yeah.
And so that's good information as well. So definitely check out their website if you are a Duke Energy customer to see if you can take advantage of any of those programs that they offer, really any energy company, yeah.
And we do have one program that I think is really great. So all these tips that we talked about are great to think about, but something that is a little bit different is we offer free home energy assessments, which means that someone's gonna come to your house and do a walkthrough of your home to talk about your energy use. This is free for Duke Energy customers. So it's a Duke Energy program, home energy assessment, but it really gives you a personalized insight into what your home is doing and how it uses energy. It's so helpful. I've actually been on a walkthrough and they really do a great job of showing you opportunities for quick fixes or things as simple as a light bulb change out.
Yeah.
You know, those LED light bulbs are great. They last longer, but they also are cooler when they're heated versus non-LED light bulbs, they give off heat. So it's making it hotter in our house. So simple fixes like that you can learn about in the home energy assessment, but then they also can walk you through how your HVAC system's running, what you can do insulation-wise, those types of things. So it really, it's a free tool. It's something that we really like people to consider because it gives them a look at their personal use, which is really, really helpful when you are trying to be more energy efficient.
Absolutely. And what I love about these tips is that they are doable. It doesn't cost, because when I think a lot of times people think of saving money or doing things to their home, we just think like big, huge dollar signs, and that doesn't necessarily have to be it. The light bulbs, the ceiling fan, the air filters, and the fact that you can change it yourself, because sometimes when somebody's like change the air filter, I know that it can sound a little intimidating, but you can do it.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. They got the arrow on it and everything. And so these are easy, tangible tips that we can do in order to help save that energy and save that money. I'm so excited. I'm about to be in my house just doing all kinds of little
Big
knicks and
weekend
knacks.
projects for Whitney this weekend.
Well, that's it. I'm be inside doing all the projects. Thank you so much for joining us and breaking down those tips because, again, we want to stay safe, we want to stay cool, but we also don't want to break the bank in order to do so. So what we are going to do is we're going to put this interview on our website. That's WLTX.com. So you can check it out, send it to a friend of a friend, a family member, because, again, my friends, we want to save that money, but it's also going to be critical, especially this weekend with it being so hot, to stay cool as well. And thank you for joining us.
Of course, thank you for having me.
All right, my friends, we're going to go and take a quick break, but we'll be right back in about 2 minutes.